expert positioning, and you told me that's just a tiny part of the selling process, and indeed that's true. But one of the most shocking things is that I saw in one of your videos is that 90% of the people are 90% unconscious most of the time, and that would include me. So that's terrifying, but it also has means that we have to influence people on a very different level. Can you talk to us about that?
Sure. Just think about your phone as people handle. Everybody who's listening, just you have your phone. It's right there, really close to you. And if you hear the notification, right, exactly, yeah. Right. And if we hear the notification right now, I have to go, wait a second. I'm talking to Alex and everybody in Amsterdam and the Netherlands, and I can't take it, right? So I can't do it. Not that I want to anyway, guys, but it's there, and so we didn't think about it. We heard the notification though, and so we grabbed the phone and we just looked, and we always tell the person the same thing. It's not important, and we put it right back down, right?
Yeah.
That's a really interesting world that you live in. Now let's just look at what happened there, guys. It's like you and everybody else around you here, all of us, we're all looking at our phone, even though it's not important as a person that I'm talking to, which is Alex. And I just picked up my phone and I looked at the phone as if it might be more important than Alex. That's a non-conscious response there. It's programmed in. So the question is no longer, how can I make this great presentation, this 1 hour presentation or 2 hours or 10 minutes or whatever it is for my sales gig or copywriting. Long copy still sells, but you better know what changed in the last 10 years. And part of it is just assume that this phone is going to go off 7, 8, 9, 10 times with notifications in the time that somebody's reading your copy or watching your video or listening to you make a sales presentation. Now, that person is non-consciously responding to this all the time. So every time they do, they forget what you were saying, because they're not paying attention to anything except for this in their brain. It's disturbing. So you have to be ready. Once you've started to put information into their brain, you're sort of downloading data, information, cool ideas, benefits. What do you get out of this? Why do business with Kevin? Why not go get Robert or one of the other guys? There's a few other good people out there after all. And so why not do that? And then be prepared for the interruption, which comes here. And now I've got to say, okay, Alex, here's the deal. Sorry, I didn't realize about the phone. Silly me. So anyway, here's the thing. You can do the wealth accumulation system. That's probably the best course that we have available, I think. It's 10 weeks. It's the most comprehensive. If you're looking for a quick, easy fix and you want to get rich tomorrow morning, it's not going to work. But if you want something that's actually going to work and be valuable for life and worth doing, I suggest that would be the rocket science answer right there. And that's the end. And so that's the top down. So we build up this big structure, and then the phone goes off, right? The phone goes off, and nobody knows this, by the way. Nobody knows this. It's like, so the phone goes off, and now you have to go from top down because they've literally spaced this out. Just like the phrase, if you guys write down the phrase, as simple as that. Kevin Hogan says 4 minutes of information and says, and guys, it's as simple as that. We did a little test at boot camp 3 years ago, and we found out that when we say it's as simple as that, people don't remember what Kevin just said. Is that cool or what? So if we're talking about something that's really controversial, and there's all kinds of that stuff going on in the world right now, and just imagine that, like, everybody's passionate about stuff right now in the world. This is fine and cool, all right? But just say that you can't, like, be on the same page with the person that you're talking about the subject, and it's politics and all this health issues and all this kind of stuff. Just think about this for a second. Say, you know what? Blah 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 blah, and blah 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 blah, and it's as simple as that, right? And the person goes exactly, and they have no idea that they were just talking about something over here. And now you can actually make a brief presentation of an idea, a thought, something that you're looking to get through. And they wake up. They're now awake for the first time. Okay.
So it's a reactive phrase. So, yeah, indeed. And then they're awake. Then you pull them into your world.
Precisely.
Because you have a lot of, you have to attract the attention, because it's not only the phone that's distracting you. It's all stimulus response, right? I have to go to work. I have to change my clothes. I have to eat. Stimulus response. So you're not thinking consciously. You have to get people out of that state.
We're living on that, right? We're living on stimulus response. There's an email, I have to answer it. There's a text on Facebook, I really should answer it. People say all the time, Kev, what are you talking about in the text message? I don't even remember texting the person because my non-conscious mind did it. All right. It's like, really, I don't remember. And if I do remember, I was conscious, but why wasn't I working? It's because I don't recall what I was just doing. And here's the truth is that whether you're parenting or you're writing your sales copy, you really don't remember what you were just doing. You can't tell people accurately. We've tested it. People don't remember, and they don't remember responding to the email, or they'll say, I responded. Oh, no, wait a second. That was Bill I talked to. Oh, yeah, I'll get to that. We're non-conscious. Me too, by the way, a good chunk of the time.
Yeah, we're not, we can't get out of it. We're just all slaves to our unconscious processes.
No, you can get out of it, but you have to be willing to accept more stress.
Yeah,
okay,
that's true.
Okay, so anything that agrees with your current belief structures and all that kind of stuff goes right in. Non-conscious. Yes, that's right. Absolutely. He's evil, or he's wonderful. She's great. She's terrible. Whatever. All that just goes right in. But as soon as I say, wait a second, what would happen if Kate Upton was over there? Or, it's like one of my favorite models in the world from Sports Illustrated, right? Beautiful girl. I always tell people, you want to be Kate Upton. You want to be Kate Upton. And I'm a guy and I got a beard, So how am I going to be Kate Upton, this beautiful Sports Illustrated model? Okay, so I'm not going to look good in the bathing suit. So I have to pick another way to have as much value as she does for gaining attention. She gains attention just because somebody looked at her, right? But I can't do that. I'm not that good looking. I'm 7.4 on the scale. Okay, so it's like
I'll give you a 9, Kevin, and maybe the bathing suit will work.
Oh man, good job, you guys.
Yeah.
I love you guys over there.
It might work. Don't knock it.
Right, and by the way, right there is a good way to do it too. If we tell people that, they'll actually go, really?
Yeah, it might. Yeah.
So the deal is I want you guys to be Kate Upton of your niche, of your field, of your work, of the product today. You're going to have to be better than everybody else because there's competition now. And as we have fewer choices out here in the world, we're doing fewer things. We're going to fewer restaurants, true? Okay.
True.
We're visiting fewer. I haven't been to a stadium in a long time. I used to do stadium. My wife was asking me, she says, Kev, when do you think you're going back to Europe? And I'm like, I don't know. And then you asked the same question in the pre, and I don't know, because we really don't. And so with fewer choices, we have to now be the best of everybody who's out here in fewer choices. That means we can't just use a swipe file for our copywriting. It means we can't actually just use the exact words anymore because they're all using them too. All right, we're all doing the same thing, sort of. So why talk to Kevin? Why talk to Alex? What is it about Alex that makes Alex unique and remarkable?